Well, you know I'm not the most gentle guy, but you see I hate to hear you cry. Every time he calls you back, you keep running down his cul-de-sac. You don't need another heart.
Okay, so thank you again for joining us, and especially just thank you for being here for the 34th birthday celebration of Community Miracle Center. And I'm Reverend Tony Ponticello. I really want to thank everybody who said nice, kind, wonderful, truthful words about me. Thank you very much. Okay, so what are we celebrating? 34 years ago, on the first Sunday in March in 1987, Reverend Larry and I had a meeting at a small office space that we had already been meeting in for about 2 years. But on the first Sunday in March in 1987, we met under the banner of a new legal entity, the CMC. So, as I said, we had had various meetings in this office space for just about 2 years. We had had a meeting every Sunday morning since the previous July, which was July of 1986. So it's our birthday, but it also was just really a day of continuing, and I really like it in A Course in Miracles that it does say that. It says, real birth is not a beginning, it is a continuing. Everything that can continue has been born. So it is a little bit arbitrary as to what we call our birthday. But that was that day, and I don't remember very much about that meeting that day. Like I said, we'd already been meeting, but it was Reverend Larry and I, and probably just one or two other people. You know, the reason I started a Sunday meeting under the banner of an organization at that space was because I had been attending a religious science Sunday gathering for a couple of years, and I just began to get disillusioned by it. I mean, it was great. I liked it. The energy was great. It was very classy. It was very professionally done. But I really just got, after a while, that it wasn't A Course in Miracles. You know, religious science has a lot of similarities to A Course in Miracles, but it's not A Course in Miracles. And I was at the stage of my development, my spiritual development, my study, where I wanted to be immersed in the teaching of A Course in Miracles. And so I said, well, I'm just going to have to start my own Sunday meeting. And I like being here with, you know, a couple hundred other people in this classy environment. But, you know, as long as two or more are gathered, the Spirit will be there and healing will be there. And I want to be studying A Course in Miracles. And I think this is an important idea. And I think many of us here, you know, embrace that idea as well. We understand the similarities between A Course in Miracles and many other things, but at a certain point, we want to hone in on A Course in Miracles and what it is teaching. The Course says you are not making use of the Course if you insist on using means which have served others well, neglecting what was made for you. So, you know, let's not neglect what's made for us. Let's not neglect the Course. When we can study the Course, I know I want to study and practice and share the Course. I don't even like the term studied anymore. I mean, I want to read and share and practice A Course in Miracles. So, yes, it's our birthday, but it is a little bit arbitrary, the date, but yet it's significant as well. So, while the date is arbitrary, there was a significance energetically. It was energetically significant that Reverend Larry and I formed this new organization. And it's our birthday. But I think it's everybody's birthday. You know, there's a great song by the Beatles. It was on the White Album. It's called Birthday. And most people dismiss that song as a little ditty that was just fun. But there's something really interesting in that song. And they say, you say it's your birthday. And then they say, it's my birthday too. And so it was a recurring theme with the Beatles that we were all joined. So, I am he is me, and we are all together, that thing. Uh, we're all joined. So it may be the CMC's birthday today, but it's really all of our birthdays. We all celebrate our rebirth, and we can all celebrate that together. And it's your birthday too. So I'm very happy to be doing this service with the 7 other CMC board members. So there's 8 CMC board members altogether because I'm on the board as well. And I wanted to give just a few little statistics about the board. Altogether, the CMC board has 213 years of A Course in Miracles practice. 213 years. That's quite a bit. The average CMC board member has been studying the Course for 27 years. So you think about it, none of us are novices. And, some have been studying a little more than others, but 27 years, I mean, that's a lot of solid practice. And, another thing that's unique about CMC board members, and, you look at boards of other organizations and maybe boards of other Course in Miracles organizations, and a lot of them are family, like biological family or married to each other. But nobody on the CMC board is married to anybody else on the CMC board, and none of us are biological family. It is not a family affair in that sense of the word. We're all individual, really dedicated Course in Miracles students, and we have relationships, but we have really bonded together around this mission, and I think it is great. And I think that we are really all actually mighty companions for each other, like Course in Miracles says. And I am so glad that I have found you other 7 mighty companions on this journey. And I want to fly like an eagle, like that quote said that Reverend Peter read. I don't want to be a sparrow, but with my mighty companions, I can fly like an eagle. And I love that song by Steve Miller. And, maybe we'll sing that song here someday, Fly Like an Eagle. It's a great song. So the Course says, when this power has once been experienced, it is impossible to trust one's own petty strength again. Who would attempt to fly with the tiny wings of a sparrow when the mighty power of an eagle has been given him? So all of us, and all of us members of the Community Miracle Center, all of us gathered whenever we gather, but especially for me right now, this morning, the 8 of us on the CMC Board of Directors, you're my mighty companions. We're not sparrows. We reinforce each other's eagle wings, and we are flying like an eagle. And very happy to have these other eagles to fly around with here at the Community Miracle Center. Now, the Community Miracle Center, as you see, and the Board of Directors, as you see, is incredibly diverse. We now have 3 women on the board, which I'm really excited about. It took us a long time to get that many women on the board, but we have 3 women on the board. We have African Americans on the board. We have people of more Latino descent. We have straight people on the board. We have gay people on the board. We have bisexual people on the board. We have all the diversities represented on the board. We even have somebody from New Jersey. I mean, we're really, really diverse. Let's face it. And I'm very, very proud of that. But I was thinking about the board, and the one thing that we don't have on the board is married people. We're all single people. I mean, I know technically one of us is married, but that one does not live with her husband. So, yeah, I guess technically we have a married person on the board. But all of us live independent lives, and none of us live in an intimate partnership that we generally call marriage or some other relationship that is similar to that. And so, to the board, we need a happily, traditionally married person on the board so we can get that represented. And I suppose that's probably just arbitrary, but there's probably a certain energetic significance about that as well. I mean, after all, Course in Miracles does have that whole special relationship, holy relationship thing. And, some of us probably have taken that a little too far. And we're here in holy relationship. But I do think there's something interesting about the fact that all of us really are single people. And I feel like I have a holy relationship with all of you, and I do feel like we're all mighty companions. The Course says, yet, I'm going to read this one again. When he is ready to go on, he goes with mighty companions besides him. And now the next line, which I didn't read before, he says, now he rests a while and gathers them before going on. He will not go on from here alone. So, Community Miracle Center is really a group of mighty companions for everyone. And I especially feel that about the members. All the people who are members of Community Miracle Center, I think currently we have 86 members of the current Community Miracle Center. We're mighty companions for each other. Hopefully we're not really special relationships. Hopefully these mighty companions have a lot of elements of holy relationship, that we really support people in remembering that they're holy children of God. They're holy children of God. And we all need mighty companions. We need as mighty companions as we can gather. And so for those of you who might not be members of Community Miracle Center, I'm just extending the invitation. Come join us. Come be our mighty companions. And we'll help each other. We'll help each other remember our divinity. We'll help each other remember our eternal nature. We'll help each other remember our infinite perfection and the unlimited energy that we all can tap into, that we actually are all tapping into all the time. And this is a group of really long-standing A Course in Miracles practitioners. And these are really good people, all of us, our supporting members, to be mighty companions with. So, think about your own history with A Course in Miracles, and think about how the A Course in Miracles teaching probably has changed for you over the time that you have studied it. I know that A Course in Miracles doesn't mean the same thing to me now that it meant to me when I co-founded the organization with Reverend Larry 34 years ago. And I thought I knew what it meant then. I'd already been studying it for, 6-8 years, something like that. And, I felt like a pretty good miracle student. I'd been through the book a number of times, and I'd been to groups for many years, so I felt I knew what it said. And I did know what it said on the surface, but there is a depth of experience that comes from decades of study with A Course in Miracles. And the advantage of connecting with organizations like ours, and with becoming a member of an organization like ours, is that you gain, there's a sharing of that depth of understanding and that depth of experience. And it shortens your own time that it would take for you to have that depth, because that depth is shared by the other members who have been around longer. And it's just a really good way to advance your own practice. We are seasoned A Course in Miracles students. We're not a new A Course in Miracles organization. We're really a seasoned A Course in Miracles organization. The way food tastes better, after it's set for a while. Some food does. I was having this discussion with somebody the other day. So, I make wonderful chili. I make really, really wonderful chili. And it tastes great right after I have made it. I always like to eat it right after I have made it. But you know what? It tastes even better the next day. it tastes even better the next day. So some things just get richer and fuller and more meaningful and tastier when they've had a little time to season. And I think you can think about Community Miracle Center that way. We've had 34 years to season. And there is a richness and a deliciousness to us that I really invite you all to taste and savor. So please, if you're not a member, think about becoming one. Think about becoming a member of the healing team. We would love to have you. Okay, Course in Miracles says this, and this is, again, that same quote I've been reading, but again, I want to read it just a little further. It says, the teacher of God needs this period of respite. It says he has not yet come as far as he thinks. So that's actually what right precedes the Mighty Companions quote. So the teacher of God needs this period of respite. He has not yet come as far as he thinks. Yet, when he is ready to go on, he goes on with mighty companions besides him. So I actually think that at a certain point, it's not possible for you to go on unless you have the mighty companions. That you can't actually do this discipline alone. You, at a certain point, have to connect with others, and you have to have the mighty companions if you're really going to get to the point where it's really just delicious for you and becomes more and more significant. So join us. Join the healing team. Get the coaching from me every day. Every day I write a paragraph of coaching for the healing team. And, I'm a 34-year member of Community Miracle Center and like a 43-year student of A Course in Miracles. So you may not agree with everything I say, but there's a certain energy I think that connects with and that you can connect with that will just help you to season and to be more delicious about your experience of A Course in Miracles. And I'm happy to announce that the Community Miracle Center has actually done pretty well over the past 4 years. We've just finished 4 years solidly in the black, means we operated profitably for the last 4 years, 2017, 2018, 2019, and even 2020, the year of the pandemic. We still managed to operate profitably, and our net worth went up $14,000. So, that's really great. There's no guarantee that 2021 is going to be financially profitable. I mean, in the previous 4 years, we had a successful, profitable conference, 2018 in San Francisco, and then we had an even larger, successful, more profitable conference, 2019 in Boston. And though we canceled the 2020 conference, it actually ended up being profitable for us because many people just donated their registration fee and didn't ask for it back or donated part of it. So, we don't have anything like that that's going to help 2021 automatically. So that's why the board is working hard to come up with a new conference. Reverend Doug Kanch and I are working really hard to come up with a virtual conference. And so we're moving along. The Community Miracle Center is really set up to be around in perpetuity. As I said, we're not a family affair. We have a wonderful foundation of dedicated, long-term seasoned students in our membership and in our board of directors. And we are here to survive for an indefinite amount of time, maybe hundreds of years, maybe millennia. I don't know. When Reverend Larry and I started it 34 years ago, we weren't thinking about, 34 years out. We were thinking about, will we make enough money to pay the rent next month? So it just happens, though. And we are set up, and we have a wonderful foundation to continue on in perpetuity. So this is everybody's chance, really, to fly like an eagle. Fly like an eagle. Be that eagle. Join your mighty companions here at the Community Miracles Center. Let the Community Miracle Center be your spiritual home, like it's our spiritual home. And it's all of our birthdays, and we are all together. So if you're procrastinating on that decision, I will say, as the quote said earlier, don't neglect what was made for you. If the CMC was made for you, then embrace it, join it. And if you're already a member, like I know many of you already are, think about how you can participate more. Think about what you can give to make this family even stronger. The Course says there is much to do, and we have been long delayed. So let's do all that there is out there for us to do, and let us join, and let's just give full tilt, full out, and let's be in holy relationship with each other, and let's be mighty companions for each other. So thank you. Happy birthday, CMC. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing. It's all our birthday. Amen.
Well, you know I'm not the most gentle guy, but you see I hate to hear you cry. Every time he calls you back, you keep running down